Hey all, and welcome back to the HellfireComms playthrough of the wonderful 101 Remastered. Man, that was a dramatic lead-in to that, Richie. I was getting a little bit scared, to be honest.
I mean, I think that might have been an editing thing, but it works considering exactly where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
I felt, I've got enough money, let's get Unite Drill Spring, because to be honest, it will help a little bit in the final fight, because it just means that if we're using Spring to dodge, we just get to cause a little bit of damage when we do so.
And the thing we'll be fighting is big enough where that will actually be effective, so good luck in it.
The one thing that I will say to anybody who's coming into the end of the Wonderful 101, for starters, there is a rather mean chest here that only appears after you've literally jumped over the threshold and then jumped back, because of course that is a reasonable thing to do to a person. But also it is, make sure that you have set out a good hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes of your time to play the end of the game, because even though we have split this into two parts, it is pretty much one full run through for a good hour and a half, so settle in and enjoy, because honestly this is, as I've said many times, one of my favourite end games of all time in gaming.
No intention of hiding or running until the last one of you is extinguished.
Steve Bloom, is that you?
I brought you here, after all.
I believe it potentially might be. I will just double check whilst he is
Pontificating.
doing all of his evil monologuing.
You guys don't find it weird that the reactor seems to have a voice? There's like 100 of you guys plus. You probably should be noticing these things.
Yo, dude, you got a microscope?
And you are correct, it is indeed Steve Bloom.
Hell yes.
And there is going to be a lot of everyone getting the shit kicked out of them throughout this. I mean, it is very, very fitting for a final boss. And there's also just a bunch of other really cool little references when it comes to our final foe.
Oh.
Perhaps it's time for a proper introduction.
It's me, the giant brain.
I am Jerkinga, Supreme Overlord of the Geth Jerk Federation.
No way! This is the biggest jerk out there?
Was the whole game leading up to that line?
I think it might have been.
No, not just
The two other bits of factoids that I really enjoy is, one, this is obviously a very clear reference to Mother Brain from the Metroid series.
Of course.
Jerkinga is actually the entire planet, because of course.
Of course.
But then also, Jerkinga's name is derived from Ja, which is the Japanese word meaning evil, and Ginga, which is the Japanese word for galaxy, so his name could be interpreted as Evil Galaxy.
And to lead on from that, the Super Sentai series Gingaman was adapted into Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, so there you go.
How amusing and ironic coming from you.
Excuse me? What do you call blowing up planet after planet?
The Geth Jerk Federation was founded with the goal of rooting out and destroying threats to galactic peace.
What?
Threats such as yourselves, Marble Dwellers.
I feel like we've got some... Did I miss something? Was I asleep at the wheel for some of this plot?
You were not, no. This is a nice little twist to our tale, because, to our understanding,
Wait, you invade us, and we're the threat to galactic
the Geth Jerk have invaded us, and then he's claiming that we're the threat to galactic peace. However, what we will find out is that there's a little bit more complexity to the tale, and that Jiginga may or may not also be a little bit of a Terminator reference going on.
Maybe.
Leave this place alive?
Come again?
I just activated my internal self-destruct mechanism.
Why would you do that? You have so much technology at your disposal to kill us. You don't need to blow yourself up.
Nothing would survive.
It's because he's going to blow up the Earth with himself, so he really doesn't care about whether he survives. His only purpose is to destroy the Wonderful Ones and Earth at the same time, so that is his victory.
Do you think he was born a brain? Because it looks kind of mechanical.
Marble dwellers are
Up for debate. I mean, I kind of perceive it in a sort of Dr. Andros vein of he probably actually did have a form and then he slowly but surely turned himself into this, because as we all know, Hideki Kamiya was a massive Star Fox fan.
Hell yeah.
Something we will see referenced a couple of times throughout this final fight. I do think that, yeah, that fits my vibe of what he was, although I do think that there is actually information on his origin in his Geth Jerk file.
Interesting. Well, keep that handy. Maybe we'll need to look into it during the credits.
Might be a good shout, yes.
Alright, this is a pretty standard fight, and you might be wondering, really, is that it? For a game with so many crazy set pieces, this is how you're going to end the game? Don't worry, this is but phase 1.
There are many phases as we go through this, and it is just going to ramp up and up and up and up and up.
So you see that big blue marble right there? That's the weak spot. You have to take out the tentacles. Like, I guess you don't have to, but it will make things a lot easier if you do. And then you take out the blue marble, and then you run to the back, and we'll do a thing that we'll see Richie do in a second.
We're going step by step, so I'm just getting the first step over with. There are multiple blue marbles all around Jirginga, and that just means that we've got to, rotate him around. So open that up, give him a spin, and we move on. And the tentacles work very similarly to when we were fighting Vajun. Each tentacle has its own specific defense mechanism. So, for example, this one with the Gatling gun, it's hammer. You've got one with fist and so on and so forth. And actually, with the Machine World Jirginga, just found out the little factoid. So Jirginga was created as a supercomputer, so it wasn't a Dr. Andros situation.
Okay.
But was a computer that's obviously then taken on so much more of what it could have been.
Yeah, that makes sense, given that we're living in the era of AI and whatnot.
Considering, where we are now, that was even more terrifying.
It's kind of funny with using Wonder White to open up that thing. Usually it's a tap, like a multi-tap, but there you just tap it once. It almost feels like the animation doesn't complete.
I wonder whether part of it is just trying to simplify what's going on, because obviously there is a lot of stuff going on. This phase is still relatively simple, but you are dealing with quite a lot on screen still, and it is expecting quite a bit of you. So I do suspect that it might have been that they were just going, let's just make it a little bit easier.
Not even a criticism, just something. If you've been using Wonder White, and Lord knows I could have used it more, you will notice this. So yeah, a little bit repetitive, but it is but the appetizer to the main course.
Yeah, and I would say it's very much the slow lead-in of slightly lulling you into a false sense of security, but then also getting you ready for what is about to hit. How did you feel when you were sort of taking on this particular phase?
I understood the assignment pretty quickly, which is oftentimes rare for me, but this was a well laid out boss, if repetitive, like I said, but I knew this could be the end of it, because I already knew how long the chapter was just based on that footage.
I mean, if this had been what the the end of the game was, and I've been hyping up saying it's like my favourite thing I've ever seen, I think you would have all thought that I was more than a little bit crazy.
Just a little bit, just a smidge. Begone, orb. Ooh, I like how the glass is cracking as we go through this boss fight.
I know, it's the nice little touches, isn't it? The one thing that I do probably wish that they had done during this is probably cut down the number of orbs that we had to take down by maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It does go on just that little bit longer than it probably should do, but it's alright.
Yeah, don't worry, we haven't forgotten you, Machine Gun Face.
Mentally, I feel like I'm getting a little bit cocky at this point in my run of just going, haha, I've hardly been hit, if at all. This is going extremely well. It's not going to continue quite like this. I mean, I might have a really awesome styling of part of the final phase, but probably not to some of the other phases, because there are some challenging parts of this fight.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is kind of awkward. I expected you guys to have been blown up in my self-destruct thing right now.
It's like, no, we're just getting ready to properly take you down, because now you're not even able to float in your little brain juice stuff, and you're firing a laser at us which we can reflect back at you, which just makes this so much simpler.
If he's the leader of the Gaff Jerk Armada, he should know that we've done this before. He sent multiple guys at us with lasers.
Yeah, but he's also thinking, well, I've just got to waste time because I'm going to self-destruct anyway.
True.
So it doesn't really matter whether I kill them here or just wait until we have collided with the Earth.
Whoa. Ah, there we are.
This dude's putting up a fight.
Oh, they're spawning in random enemies. You know a lore dump is coming, Richie.
Well, of course, we always have to have lore dumps.
Already too late. And since you're doomed, I suppose there's no harm in telling you the truth about your destroyers before you perish.
Okay, since you're obviously going to be defeated by me, the giant brain, here we go. The Gaff Jerk
1,500
are from the future. Whoa!
Yep, I said Terminators, and it basically is Terminator.
Oh, he even said it.
Why would someone from the future want to destroy humanity?
Well, you see.
Are you, Ed?
We have but one goal. To destroy the rulers of the galaxy who monger fear and chaos, and thereby restore peace.
You're kind of getting mixed messages here, giant brain guy.
Whatever, dude. We're wasting our time just listening to this bucket of bolts.
It is one of the things where I can completely understand how the Geth Jerk came to their conclusion that they did.
The Greater Galactic Coalition.
The Greater Galactic Coalition?
They possess technologies far beyond our own.
Well, yes, continue with your hypothesis.
Our systems were destroyed. The invaders
Well, I'm just saying that I can completely understand how they came to the conclusion they did, because they were invaded by masked people from space, and you know, it's not ideal, and they're sort of colonising everything, and so you would want to go back and try and take them down if you could. That is certainly how some people would respond.
Wouldn't that mean that you didn't exist, though? Because if you remove the parameters for the situation happening to begin with, oh, my brain, it's trickling out through my nose.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I would go in the... It's intended to be a... Well, either it ends up being a stable time loop of you're the ones that create the situation which causes you to go back in time, and therefore that's just how it happens.
Yeah.
But it can also be that you loop out of the time loop that you have attempted to create. So yeah, you erase yourself from existence.
Oh.
Oh no! It cannot be!
A wonder mask?
The diabolical weapon created by you marble dwellers. The masked invaders came, and our worlds were destroyed.
Okay, but I haven't seen any evidence for this yet. For all I know, you're just trying to trick us to justify blowing up the Earth.
We traveled back in time to
Yes, but also it's not exactly in the Geth Jerks vibes to lie unless they're attempting to get information.
Already we control
A la
the worlds
Vision.
that were to
In this
become
instance,
greater
he has
than
literally got nothing to lose.
You marble dwellers are all that remain. Now you will feel the hammer of our justice.
Just a minute, it's going to take me a while to draw this properly.
You call that justice?
What?
Where's the justice in killing innocent people?
Luca, wait!
I mean, I'm glad you finally got with the program, Luca, because, not gonna lie, you did almost cause everybody to die because of, yeah, doing that. So, you know, not ideal, and you probably don't get away with saying, where's the justice in that? But the point is valid still.
Ooh, thank you. Oh, even the villain wants to henshin.
You know how I was sort of making the Dr. Andros references?
Mm-hmm.
It's very much what we are getting right now. We have Wonder Jerginga, as this form is called, and you have the brain in a mask, and then we're gonna have two giant frickin' hands, and that is going to be our phase 2, and it is a great second phase.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. Although, weirdly, I did not get the Andros vibe while I was fighting him. I guess I was just too busy focusing on the dude himself.
I would say that this phase can be challenging because what it is doing is it is throwing your moves back at you effectively. So obviously he is in fist mode right now. He is going to switch into gun and whip and hammer, and so you are going to have to use your tools to fight back.
Oh, yes.
Guts is so incredibly helpful throughout this. You just need to understand when he is fainting you out, because it's very easy to get caught off guard.
Oh, yeah.
When he just decides that he is going to go, I'm just gonna hold there for a second, I'm gonna look like I'm gonna throw it, and then nope.
I always enjoy, like, any boss, final or otherwise, that is essentially a mirror version of you. It's the age-old concept of a boss. It's putting you to the test and making sure everything that you've learned has actually sunk it in.
it is just generally it's a really cool way of doing it, I would say, this version of it, because you have had the rival fights with Vulcan throughout the game, but this is taking your powers and making a bigger version of them to fight against. It's sort of like the final boss of Sonic Colors in that sense,
yes,
of using your powers in a darker, bigger fashion. I would say this is a much more interesting take on the concept, because as fun as the final boss of Colors is, it is just okay and is mostly saved by the music being awesome.
I agree. You sure are using fists a lot in this fight, mate.
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Jaginka? I mean, both are valid, but...
Yeah, I guess so. Ooh, that's an interesting shape for a void.
I know, I wonder if we can crack it open.
Fuck you, reality!
This is the other thing that does just make this whole final boss ultra satisfying to play through, is that you really do get to make use of each and every single wonderful one. They all have their moment to shine, they all have attacks that they can counter, and it really does challenge you to go, okay, have you learnt everything that you can possibly learn from the game? Because it has been teaching you to prepare you for this moment.
The tutorials may not have always been as well implemented as I would like, but I got the basics now. Oh no!
The challenging bit that happens here is that, yeah, some of your wonderful ones can get captured and locked away. The only way to free them is to use the Unite morph that is on the little area.
The gun. Oh. I'm seeing attacks here that I didn't see during my run.
I think it's just because I ended up hanging about for a reasonable amount of time as I tried to take things down.
Yeah, I kicked his arse.
The challenge that you do have during this is that I am just running low on energy.
Yes, I see it, yeah.
So I am having to play really carefully and not necessarily getting the opportunity to rescue my wonderful one colleagues, because he's attacking me and he's keeping me busy.
You not wanting to use items in this fight?
It's very much, I'm busy because I'm focusing and trying to sort of finagle that system, just drive me up the wall. But also, I have been subconsciously trained by Platinum to not use items unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, they might as well not include them at all if you're just going to punish me for using them.
Yeah, it's why I am glad that they definitely fixed it for Bayonetta 2. You do not get punished for using them other than the resurrection item. And obviously they don't punish you here either for using them, but because I played the original Bayonetta so much, it is just locked in my brain of, this is what I do, and this is how I save the day.
Well, at least those guys have got a good front row seat to watch the action.
I know. I mean, I don't need to do anything, really. I can just keep hammering down on this eye. I might start crying if he kidnaps any more people, but you know.
Oh, he's doing the fear again. Yeah, we're all very impressed with your ability to manipulate the fabric of reality.
I suppose in a way this is also a bit of Dr. Andros seeping through, because Andros can teleport.
Oh, we didn't even get a chance to do it that time.
No, I was too slow.
Is that his version of Whip?
Yes.
You weren't big enough, Rich.
Effectively, the way that you're intended to counter most of these things is you use the version of the Unite Morph that he's using against him.
Very cool. Never mind. I take that back.
It was going so well, and then it wasn't. But we managed to rescue our friends, so it worked out.
Oh my god, what is he turning into?
He is firing his electricity again.
Not sure we invested in guts with spikes, because it's, you know, getting a lot of use in this.
It really is, and oh, just you wait until you see the final phase of this fight and how much insane usage it gets there. That is, without a doubt, my favourite instance of using guts throughout the game. It's brilliant.
Okay, so this time they need Whip to break the bubble.
I think so, or I might be completely mucking up how it all works, and it's just a case of getting a bit of damage. Oh, it is literally just you damage it. It's showing who's caught up in the bubble.
Okay, see, I didn't read that, but whatever.
My brain was going, why can't I use gun at all? It's because gun was in the bubble. That. So yeah. So when you see the thing, that's who is stopping you from using.
Aha!
Just in time.
White has some crazy feats in this game.
He really does. Probably more so than the majority of the other wonderful ones, really.
I say he's in top 3 along with Red and Blue.
Because most of, like, Pink's ones are just whipping people upside the head. Black just throws bombs at people. Hammer has, like, Yellow has some good ones, but it's not the most dramatic in the world. But yeah, White has just some collective awesomeness.
And we just completely forgot about Green, but that's fine.
Green just shoots at people, it doesn't really do anything.
Nice, 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 nice!
Also, I'm just realising that the guns that he's using are effectively the Super Scope version that we have if we get just about big enough with gun.
Dude, I would want an action figure of this guy.
I'd want an action figure of most of the everything in this game, to be honest.
True, true.
It's one of the many reasons why I am sad that it didn't get the love that it deserved. Because, yeah, just thinking about all the figurines that you could have gotten out of this, just thinking of all the potential sequels that you could have had. Like, just imagine going out into the galaxy with the wonderful ones and having a full-on spacefaring superhero adventure.
Yeah, like, each planet could be a different operation.
Exactly. The potential is there, and yeah, it's just sad that it will never happen.
Especially since Camille is busy with Clovers, plural there.
Yes, well, it's because Platinum kind of shot the bed with various things, and from what I can gather is nowhere near the company it originally was.
I heard the latest Ninja Gaiden was alright.
I think it might have been, and we'll see what other titles come out from there and how they do, but yeah, things just sounded really messy, and that's just sad.
Nice. Oh no, not nice. Or his history repeating itself.
Although, I don't remember his father being... I mean, Nelson was in his undies, but his father wasn't.
Luca, please, don't be a bitch. Give me my fingermadoodah.
How fitting that this power will be. You're not supposed to text your destruction.
Why does that happen sometimes, Rich?
We never.
Because sometimes you just happen to accidentally scrape the pause button, and then every single time Nelson insults you, and it's hilarious. But that certainly wasn't intended to happen there. But then I just thought, oh, actually, it's quite funny, so I'll leave that in.
Oh.
Wrong, alien! It's your turn to die!
Yeah!
Come on. As annoying as Luca is throughout the game, I do think that they really successfully pulled off giving him a redemption and actually making him a really enjoyable character in the end.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I at least stopped disliking him.
Fair enough. I mean, he is very frustrating throughout most of the game, but there is a payoff to all of that.
God damn!
Some of the moves we pull off in this final fight are just so ridiculously over the top and makes me so happy.
What the fuck?
My mask. What have you done?
Very funny how he only has the one eye, but the mask gives him two. Like, were you duoclops envied, my son?
Clearly, and yay, the Virgin Victory survived!
Oh, this is just awkward.
We have to pick up all of our teammates, and the fun, quick and easy way of doing this is that you create a massive line with your Wonderliner, and then it just allows you to scoop up more in a single go.
Wish I understood that when I played.
Alice, prepare to fire main cannon.
I want to charge a little bit faster. Yeah, more than enough, bitch!
Oh, it's just the best.
We don't need Platinum Robo for this.
Now, Red, seal the deal on the catchy one-liner.
100% wonderful ultimate grand finale Virgin Victory Cannon.
That was a Dragon Ball tier attack. He vaporized. And kudos to Red. He finally got the whole attack naming thing down.
One-liner, Red. One.
Oui. How do you expect anyone to remember that?
Honestly,
May have a point.
if that
I rather like
had been all that our final boss was going to entail,
Brother.
I probably would have ended up being relatively satisfied. I would have gone, okay, we had a sort of slower first half, an epic second half, a brilliant attack name to kill him off.
Wonderful one.
Love it. Happy.
Yeah.
And then it keeps going and getting better. And, oh!
Alright, we need to get out of here, and fast.
With that said, I'm not the biggest fan of the section that we're going into.
No.
Because it's a little bit funky in terms of how it controls because it's twin stick. You take a little bit more damage than I would really like you to during it. So
This is peak Platinum, where they do something really well, and then they throw in another thing, and you're like, you were doing so well though. Like, you don't have to aim for S triple plus. S alone would suffice.
they throw a lot at you, and if you're aiming for like all the pure platinums and stuff, I can't remember. I think you do. If you do get hit during this, it does count. But the main thing is not dying. And yeah, dodging the end van is a bit of a nightmare. I would say it is mostly okay until something that is going to occur very shortly.
Yeah, what we've done so far, perfectly fine. That's just typical shmup movement.
I do also like it as the obvious Star Fox reference that it is.
Yeah, red corridor and all. Haha!
The Mazer survived because, of course, one, it's a Kamiya game, two, it's a superhero thing. Everybody lives.
The Mazer! She's alright! I'll get on board and support you from there.
We're coming with you, Vulcan.
What? Good to have you back, Chugi. Everyone, to the Mazer!
That's okay, whatever. Let's go.
So, now we have to control both ships using the different sticks.
Why? Why was this needed?
I know, each ship has their own health bar. Really, you do need to have both to be able to take down all the different laser things that it's throwing at you, and it's just a bit too much. I like it in concept, but pulling it off is just drives me nuts every single time.
It's awkward. That's all there is to it, really. But thankfully, it doesn't go on for too long.
And then once that is done, we get into the actual second half of the fight. And oh my god.
I told you, I am this space fortress.
Oh my. I guess he has multiple brains then?
At this moment, when I was playing the game originally, I was just... I was in awe and had the biggest smile on my face. The song that plays throughout this final phase of Jirginga Planet Destruction form, up there with top final boss tracks ever. Just this entire sequence was... oh my god, I loved it.
I will wipe humanity from the history books.
Not if I can help it!
Can you imagine if he missed?
Dark future.
But one without Luca, so who can say, really?
Yeah, it's up for debate.
In our hands!
Platinum Robo is so strong.
So ridiculously strong.
Platinum Robo, unite up!
This whole sequence is why I had such sky-high expectations for the end game of Bayonetta 2.
Oh no.
Because the whole conversation that was happening around the time of the two games coming out was that, because the two games were getting developed in tandem, was that they were, each team was effectively egging the other on to go bigger and better.
Nice.
I experienced this. Jesus Christ. This is one of the most ridiculously epic things I've ever seen. And then Bayonetta 2 comes out and isn't... It's still an awesome final boss fight. It's just not this. And that was just a little bit of a disappointment to me, because I was just so in awe of this.
Oh man, they're not ready for the galaxy-sized sword. Oof.
Yeah, I have never been necessarily the best at this phase. It's not necessarily my worst performance, but it's certainly one of my weaker phases of the fight. The principle of what you've got to do is you have got to collect all of the enemies to enable you to create the biggest Unite morph that you are physically able to at that stage.
Yes.
So it goes up from 50 to 100, and then I do believe that the final one is a 200 size Unite morph. The core thing that I generally would recommend is, whilst you're trying to pick up all of these guys, use sword, because it gives you the most scope for hitting everybody.
Yeah.
And it's then just a case of protecting yourself as you deal with the various bits and pieces that occur, but sword also allows you to deal with a few of his bigger attacks. Other thing that I find really fun doing this is that you can see the Virgin Victory and the Mazer floating alongside you, just like P-Star does in normal gameplay, which is a nice little touch. So Tom, how did you find this phase?
This one wasn't too bad for me. There was a little bit of confusion in regards to actually hitting the dude once the barriers are down, but that was mostly towards the end of the fight.
Understandable.
And why is it understandable?
Because it is, because sometimes these things don't always end up being as clear as you would want them to be.
Okay.
And now I just wait to get enough battery power.
Thrilling gameplay.
I know, it's spectacular. And I was just like, for God's sake, because yeah, you need to get up to 200. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
You'll know if you're not doing it right, because you'll just bounce off the wall feebly.
Which is not fun. And finally, I'm just like, sod it, I will use an item because I'm not waiting any longer. Equally, there's not so much going on that I was losing my marbles, so it's like, I have time for this.
Okay, so now we can attack him directly.
Yes. My guess is the reason you were probably struggling is that you just weren't creating Unite morphs that were big enough to stretch to reach him.
It's possible, yeah.
As you can see, that one, not big enough, but the second I get a little bit bigger, just enough.
Oh, we take down your precious barriers and now you want to get real.
This whole sequence, perfection.
Gonna get a little bit Sonic Frontiers-esque here, though of course this game did it first.
Like, quite a margin, actually.
Oh no! I never thought my missiles would be turned back on me. Yeah, it's this part where I was struggling a little bit.
Okay, I get that. So the principle of what you're supposed to do is you are meant to hit the big glowing balls on him.
Alright, that's my fault. I failed a check there.
The reason that I love guts and using spiked guts is because just look at that. when he does the raining fire on you, it just shoots them all back at him. It gives you full health, it gives you sort of full battery. It just looks ridiculous and awesome. You get to ping things back at him. Once you've got the understanding of how this phase works, it's so satisfying to pull off.
Yeah, my brain is so tiny, I didn't even register his cuff arms as being the weak spot. I just kept trying to attack his face.
I can understand why you would make that mistake, because up to this point, outside of that first phase of the fight, you have been able to attack his face to damage him. So it is just throwing a slight inconsistency out there.
You'd think my natural inconsistency would counter any inconsistencies in the fight, but alas, here we are. Oh man. Spikes is so overpowered here. I love it. Man, I wish I was half as good at this game as you are, Richie. It's kind of making me a little bit contemplative here. As negative as I have been, I'm glad that you were the one who recorded this, because your gameplay has made me appreciate the game more, even if my final opinion hasn't changed.
Well, I am very much glad of that, because it's one of the things that I think did ultimately harm the game when it came out, is that it was at the time where the standard thing that most people who played games on YouTube did day one playthroughs of things.
Yes.
So you had a lot of people who weren't necessarily very good at playing the Wonderful 101, playing it for the internet, not doing dramatically well, and making it look like the game just wasn't very good. When in actual fact, once you can play the game well, your brain just sort of goes to this other level of consciousness and it just works, but you do have to get through a lot to get there, and that ultimately does mean it is not a game for everyone, and that is okay. It has its niche, it is an incredible game for its niche. There are things that it 100% could have done better and probably should have done better, but ultimately I just have so much fun with it that I am just constantly smiling throughout the entirety of this final boss.
Yeah, it is the most platinum game to ever platinum.
I will say, I think that is the other thing. It is the entire culmination of Platinum and Kamiya, for better and for worse.
Yeah, warts and all.
That just makes me also love it even more, because it's just that perfect encapsulation of a specific type of game. Now we just get a string of the most brilliant QuickTime events ever.
Now this just reminds me of the finale of Astral Chain.
And I am totally okay with that.
Thank you, wonderful ones. Very cool, but he's not done yet.
Not quite. Not quite the P that I was trying to create, but it was close-ish.
I love how he looked at the camera. Your bitches is shining.
Miracle Platinum Headbutt to the moon!
And what I love about that is that that is a direct Bayonetta reference to the Father Boulder fight where she headbutts a skyscraper.
Well, you tried.
It's fine because we are about to get the best QuickTime event that has ever QuickTime evented.
Not good, dude. At this rate, we don't stand a chance of stopping this scrap heap.
Sacre blue, ma boule! The earth, she is finie! Nostradamus had the date all wrong! Mama!
Such a beautiful world, this CHIQ. I had hoped to avoid its destruction, but at this rate...
I did buy this cannon, I might as well use it.
Result.
Virgin Victory! Open gun ports and prepare to fire! Platinum Robo! Firing form! Activate!
I don't know if this is going to be enough firepower.
Well, thankfully, we do have another ship, because we have the Mesa, and because we are enjoying the everybody lives style of storytelling, I do believe there is another ship that is somewhere on the planet that hopefully will be able to come to our aid.
Into the next star system with this power.
What? The Dakar survived?
Yeah!
I've got this.
Well, even now I don't know if that'll be enough, but god damn it, we're going to give it our all.
Of course.
It's a good job his cannon takes so long to charge up.
All I can say is, what better way to finish the fight than having a Unite morph shape that reflects everything that the Wonderful 101 stands for.
Hell yes.
Unite! Charge!
We draw a W.
Final ultimate legendary Earth Power Supermax Justice Future Miracle Dream Beautiful Galaxy Big Bang Little Bang Sunrise Starlight Infinite Fabulous Totally Final
Red?
Wonderful Arrow!
Red?
Send that shit to the next galaxy!
Oh my god, it's just... And then the Protect Earth and the
Yes!
planet spinning, and it's just... It's ridiculous and the best thing ever.
I love Tokusatsu!
I know, and then there's tapping away in the cockpit, and it's brilliant. And what's even funnier is if you I think you can fail this one, and it either pops it through, or there's one where Platinum Robo goes and moves the planet over, and it's hilarious. But I don't care because this is just perfect.
Check the size of this W, bitch. Seconds before exploding, he was like, oh, you know, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have gone back in time. You know, paradoxes, and they're like, oh, fuck.
I mean, admittedly, I would not be surprised if a lot of people died during that anyway, because, you know, the planet was spinning that quickly that I'm sure the oceans were everywhere. It would not have been pretty, but it's fine because we all survived and we won.
We don't have to wait for milkshakes now.
Of course. And now we just get a really wonderful final cutscene here to round off our tale, and
We have done it! C'est fini!
it's beautiful.
What are you so scared of?
In the sky. I thought there was going to be another phase, but no, he is well and truly Stardust.
Because with the supercomputer that controlled the Geth Jerk down, it was the hive mind. So it just obliterates everything that it was in control of.
A little bit convenient, but I'll take it.
I mean, to be honest, I think after the final fight that we just had and the final QuickTime event that we just had, I don't think anything could have topped that.
No, not at all.
Well, looks like they went haywire without anyone to call the shots. Jurginga must have been controlling everything.
Yep, you're right, Rich.
How swift
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in terms of
like
ranking the
cherry
platinum end
Case
games,
closed.
I would say that is probably
Dude,
number one.
What was up with that name? I think
For
I heard
me,
final in there, like,
it
twice.
is completely number one.
You did?
Nothing has ever come close, and I suspect that potentially nothing will, because it is just a perfect example of how to escalate in scale throughout a fight.
What are you two talking about?
Just throwing the music and how everything is as a game into one perfect final moment, and it is difficult to pull off something like that.
Maybe I can become the kind of person my
And
mother
for all the
was.
flaws that
Everyone
the game
works
does
outside
have,
of themselves. I have to make up for what I
I hate this point. I'm just so overjoyed that it exists and that I've had the opportunity to play it, because it makes me so insanely happy.
Damn. You ever play a video game that makes you feel alive, chat?
Into the future. But it won't always be easy.
That was me with Donkey Kong Bonanza recently.
Understandable, that game is pretty brilliant.
About that. Maybe it's best our secret identities stay secret at school. Okay?
Oh, I guess you're leaving? You know, I was going to invite you to the rap party, but if you have to be going...
Just watch.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna
It's like,
keep
my job
going.
is done. Later, losers.
Hey, Red, how about a new name for Platinum Robo? I'm thinking Platinum Magine.
Thank you, Platinum Robo.
No, we'll just stick with Platinum Robo. I think it suffices.
Teen.
Ah,
So corny. I love it.
And now, we really must be going home. We have much work to do to ensure the future of the galaxy.
and just the future in general, really.
Because obviously, Jurginga did make the point that humanity led to awful things happening, and potentially this is where this whole stable time loop thing comes in, because in theory, Jurginga coming back to the past to try and destroy humanity is exactly what led humanity to go out to create the Greater Galactic Coalition, to then go seek out Jurginga in the future to try and destroy him there, because they know what he came back to do.
Yes. Well,
The Wonderful Ones do take this at face value, though, it
all
has
the
to be
times
said.
you saved us.
They do, and there is part of it just going, let us try to be better, and that is also a nice thing, and aw, look at Red having a crush on the alien lady.
Aw, many such cases, aw.
Ridiculous.
Look, red gets more red.
Back to you, Yellow.
This is more funny.
No, I don't need statistics, okay,
No
P-Star.
surprise that a kind word from a lovely lady such as Imota Dono should have such an effect.
Okay, let's not get carried away. Borkin, say something.
It is your own fault getting all sentimental right at the end like that. What did you
I
expect?
think that was directed at you there, Rich.
I think it probably was, but I like how I have everybody else on the team to back me up.
And Luca, it's truly an honor to meet warriors such as yourselves.
The honor is ours.
When I think of all I've done to Dearth, it seems wrong to just leave. And yet, I have left no shortage of trouble.
I'm having a little bit of a giggle
I have
at
amends to make.
somewhat high poly red model and extra low poly blue stood right next to him.
I was just laughing at the bouncing heads, really, but now I'm laughing at Blue as well.
I was like, I can forgive Wonder Kung Fu in the background because I wasn't really going to be expecting much, but yeah, I can roll with it. This is just a fun cutscene, and I like it.
Yeah. I think it's time we were leaving now, brother.
He finally called him Wonder Red, properly.
I know, it's so sweet.
Wonderful 100, I'm afraid our work has just begun. We've got to get this planet back on her feet, and there's no guarantee some of those jerks aren't still out there, waiting for us.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. At least they left, wiggle room for a sequel.
Of course, I mean, it would be a superhero story if there wasn't an opportunity for a sequel.
Dude, we need some downtime.
It is true. A world to rebuild. And we are only 100.
Not to worry. We've picked up one more ally along the way. Haven't we, Luca?
Really?
Chart a course for Blossom City.
I mean, we have
Full speed
a
ahead.
baby on the team. We have Death itself. A school child should be fine.
Exactly. I mean, there's plenty of school children on the team anyway, so the only flaw is that technically at this point of the game, I do believe that we did only collect potentially 98 of the wonderful ones, so we weren't quite 100, but I'll let that slide.
Alas. Oh, what a great finale.
I love it so much.
Well done, team.
Wish I'd gotten a platinum there, but you know what? Gold is fine.
Alright folks, that is technically the end of the wonderful 101 Remastered, but there's still one more mission to go. So join us next time when we truly put a cap on things. Bye for now.